Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. If not, hello, I'm Faye. How you doing? First off, I'd like to apologise for the camera angle. I thought I would try it a different way and I don't like it. So after this video, I'll be going back to my normal angle. So I'm really sorry if this bugs you as much as it bugs me. However, right, today we're having a go at milk bath nails. So I've started off by applying 2 coats of white gel polish, cure each layer in the lamp for 30 seconds LED, and if it's UV it would be 2 minutes. And then when it comes to the lamp, I'm using rubber top coat just because it's a wee bit thicker and I thought it would be easier to adhere the flowers. So I'm trying to smooth it on evenly but still thick enough that it's going to hold the flowers when I place them on the nail. It did work quite well, but I've got another method at the end of the video that I think I prefer more. So here's my wee flowers. If you watch it, we all know how clumsy Faye is, and it never fails. These flowers, by the way, oh, there they go. My grandson picked for me on the way home from school. So thank you very much, Thomas. You made a good choice. So yeah, we're just adhering them to the rubber top coat. I found it quite difficult to figure out where to place everything on the nail because I wasn't really sure what I wanted where, or if I just wanted random stuff all over. And I ended up just random stuff all over basically. The petals that I'd cut up that were nice and flat, they adhered no problem whatsoever. However, the slightly bigger bits, like you see there in the middle, the actual flower head bits, they took more sticking down. It was slightly problematic. Same with that bit there that I've just applied, it was slightly thicker, so it was a bit harder to keep on the nail. But it got there in the end. After a bit of faffing about, we all know that I have to have a bit of faffing about with every nail that I do. I'm just keep applying the petals till I'm happy with it. See, as I say, that one kept sticking at one end or the other, so I had a few problems with that. In fact, I think I actually ended up off camera putting a wee bit extra top coat on it. While it was curing. So once it comes out the lamp, which I put it in for a full minute, with it being a rubber top coat and a wee bit thicker, it went in for a full minute in the lamp. So now that it's come out, I'm using a builder gel. Well, it's like a builder in a bottle type thing. I'm using that to cover or encapsulate basically the flowers on the nail. It is thinner, so I end up doing another coat of that. But I think it worked quite well and it wasn't too bulky. It didn't end up looking bumpy or anything like that. So I was quite happy with the way it turned out. So this is just the second layer of the builder gel, which it definitely needed. There was no way I was getting away with just one coat of the builder gel. I think maybe if I used like a harder gel in a pot instead of one of the ones in the bottle, it would maybe have been done just in the one coverage rather than 2 coats. But that's one I can try in future. But this one definitely needed 2. So it goes in the lamp again for a full minute. When it comes out, wipe the sticky layer off with your alcohol or cleanser or whatever it is you use. And I actually file and buff off camera because trying to file on camera is a pain in the arse. So I just took it off camera to do it. So now I've got my opal polish from Born Pretty store. I was going to mix the white with the top coat and make milky stuff, but I realised I had this opal polish and I thought I would give that a try just to see the effect if I liked it. So I'm painting on a coat of this, and it's just a thin, even, normal coat. I didn't want it too thick, but I wanted it enough to cover the flowers with the milkiness that we need for the effect of the nail. So then when that's done and I'm happy with it, that goes in the lamp for 30 seconds. And then when it comes out, it's time for a top coat. So I'm just using a no wipe top coat, nice even coverage. Again, it goes back in the lamp for a full minute with top coat. And then when it comes out, I'm actually quite happy with it. What do you think? I think it looks okay. It's not bulky. It looks like it's got a good shape to it and a good apex sort of thing. So yeah, I was quite happy with those ones. But as I say, I wanted to try a different technique. So this time again, we started off 2 coats of the white polish into the lamp for 30 seconds each coat. Starting off the same way. Then once it comes out the lamp, I wiped the sticky layer, I think. I'm sure I did. I've taken just a wee thin layer of Polygel. Don't want it thick, just enough to just enough to hold the flowers when you're placing them on the nail. So I did that, a nice thin even coat, spreading it out. Again, I always have to faff around, so you can watch me faffing for a couple of seconds. I've sped the video up, but I'm still faffing an awful lot. Still faffing. So once I had this spread out and as thin and as even as I wanted to get it, then I started applying the flowers. And I have to admit, it was so much easier to stick into the thin layer of Polygel than what it was to stick into the rubber top coat. Obviously the top coat was thinner and it was moving around a bit, so when I was placing things on the nail I was having to constantly sort them and go back, whereas with the Polygel, once I put it on the nail, it pretty much stayed where I put it. Because it was a bit thicker, I just had to even it out and make sure it was where I wanted it, and then it stayed. I didn't have any problems with that whatsoever. So again, I'm just messing around until I've got enough petals on to where I want it, how I want it to look. And then this will go in the lamp for a full minute. I wasn't sure if I would get away with 30 seconds, so I just done the full minute to be on the safe side, make sure it was all cured all the way through. So when that comes out the lamp, we're going to encapsulate. Excuse me. So I take a thicker bead of Polygel this time and spread it over the flowers. Make sure the flowers are covered first, and then smoothing it out at the cuticle area, around the sides and such like. Get it all nice and even and smooth. Make sure you keep wetting your brush if you need to. You don't want it sticking. That's not good to anybody. Yeah, keep checking it for all angles. There's no point just looking at it from the top. Look at it from the sides, down the barrel, from the front, etc, etc. And then that goes in the lamp for another full minute. And then when it comes out, I wipe the sticky layer, I filed and buffed it, and it was ready for the opal top coat. So again, I thought about using the white mixed with the top coat, but I like the opal, I like the way it turned out, so we'll use that again on this nail. Into the lamp for 30 seconds, and again, top coat, nice and even, normal layer of top coat, and into the lamp for a full minute. And that's basically it. I quite liked the way they turned out. I was really happy with them. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comments. See you in the next one. Bye.